Welcome back to our series of building a simple farming game in PICO-8. So far we can buy seeds and plant them in the ground, water them, and carrots grow. We can harvest the carrots, and we can go over and sell the carrots for gold. And last episode we started drawing this little hotbar, and this doesn't work at all right now. It's just kind of mocked up. But in this video we're going to get this populating the right way, which means that we're going to have an inventory and it's going to populate the icons down here from our actual inventory, from the data. And so we'll see how far we get in this video, but I think that's the idea. So let's start with our code here. I have a tab here that's just for inventory. And right now what we're doing is we're just setting a variable for each type of things, which is probably the easiest way you can do an inventory. And if you just want to have a couple things, you know, like your life and your coins, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But if you want to have multiple things and be able to select multiple things and use them and sell and buy things, it's probably a good idea to actually have, you know, something like this where you can select multiple different things and drop them and stuff like that. So to do that, we're going to make a table, first of all, that's just for our inventory. So I'm actually going to get rid of all this stuff. I think what I'll do actually is we'll just make a note for ourselves here as we have seeds, carrots, and gold up here. So I can remember that's kind of what we've made so far. Gold is sprite 17, seeds are sprite 19, and carrots are sprite 18. Okay, so now we're just going to get rid of all of our draw inventory stuff, except for maybe our rectangle fill. Just go with that. So save run, and we're just drawing the background to our hotbar there. Good. So this inventory, this is a function that's called in our init. So we have inventory and draw inventory in draw. In this inventory, we're going to set up our actual inventory. So let's just say inv equals, and then we're going to do two curly braces, which is just going to set up a blank table. And then let's just start this out. Eventually, we're going to have a way to add things to our inventory when we buy and sell things. But just to start out with, we're just going to automatically put something in the inventory as soon as the game starts. So we do that with add, and then the name of the table, inv, and then comma, whatever we want to add. And so let's make two braces here. And this is going to be its own table. And so I'm just going to hit return a couple times here. And this is going to be an item in our inventory that's kind of its own table. And that item is going to have different properties. So let's call, let's just say name equals gold, comma. So that's like the first property of this little item that's a table within our inventory table. And then we'll say AMT, which would be amount. And let's just start with, I don't know, 10 gold. And that might be all we need to do. The cool thing is that you can add a bunch of different properties here, you know, stuff like cost or, you know, weight or whatever you want to add, any kind of complexity you want to add about the item. Anything that you want to describe about the item, you can put that here, you know. For now, we're just going to say name and amount. So let's make sure this is working. Let's just do maybe a print. Let's just say print, and we'll say inventory, print inventory, and we're going to print the item number 1 dot name. And let's do this in the middle, which would be 64, 64. And let's make it white, which is color 7. Save run. There we go. So it's writing gold. So that means that it's actually accessing the name of that property in our table. So that's good. That means things are working. So what we really want is for it to draw a gold coin down in our hotbar. And our gold is sprite 17. So again, let's just add a property here, sp equals 17. Let's just go with that. We want this to do this with anything that's in our inventory. So we can use a for loop. Let's say for I in all inventory do. Let's make an end here. So this is going to go through every item that's in our inventory. And for each one, let's just draw a sprite, SPR, and it's going to be the items sprite. And let's just, again, put it in the middle just because I don't want to have to do math like that. Save. Okay, save run. And now we have the golden coin in the middle. That is good. Okay, so what we really want is this to be down here sort of in our rectangle. And so let's make this, let's say 117. Actually, it's going to be 31, 117. Save run. Oh, we're drawing the rectangle over it. This rectangle needs to be first. Save run. There we go. So now we're putting our little item here. Let's make our hotbar just a little bit bigger, 125. So now our hotbar has an item there. So for now, this works. But if we were to have another item, it's going to draw it right on top of this. And so it would actually be a better idea, instead of doing I in all inventory, is we should say for for I equals 1, comma, and then let's just count how many are in the inventory. So let's just say pound inv do. And this should do the same thing, except for we need to say inventory and then square brackets i.sp, save, run. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. So instead of looping through all of the items in our inventory, it's looking up each item based on this number that goes up every time. And it's only going to do as many as are in the inventory. It's a slight difference, but this makes it easier for us to kind of iterate things. So for instance, I can say, 31 plus 9 times I, save, run, and that'll push this over 9 pixels. If it's the second item or the third item, it'll push it over 9 more pixels and so on. So let's actually take this down 9. What would that be? 22, save, run, save, run. So that starts there. So now we have this sort of set up to draw anything that's happening in our table here. And so let's add another item. Just say add inventory. Let's call this carrots. And carrots are 18. Save, run. Now we have our gold and our carrots. Oh, baby. So we have this populating our inventory now, and we can add whatever we want. So we're going to do this a different way, but we're just going to, again, kind of mock this up. It's good to make sure stuff is working before you add other factors to things. So let's put our seeds in. Seeds are 19, and we can just have these add, save, run, and now it will draw anything that's in our inventory. Gold, carrots, seeds, and we can just have it add more seeds just to kind of fill out our inventory. Save, run, and now we have all of our seeds here. Cool. So that's a pretty cool way to draw an inventory just with a table. So we have this well mocked up. We're adding a bunch of items to this and they're drawing to the screen. And right now this is kind of broken. Pretty much everything we've done is broken because we're kind of redoing how this works. But we'll get into how to fix that in the next episode. Who knows? Maybe we'll do this a little different way. But this is great practice if you're new to tables and kind of how they work. See if you can get this working. What else should we add to our farming game? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you're new to PICO-8, I have a free study guide. There is a link in the description below. Make sure to check that out. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Drawing some inventory. Oh, baby.